Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center on a very muggy morning. Today is July 7th, Sunday, and the moon is in Leo. So yesterday I told you that Leo is a very self-expressive moon, and we could start expressing ourselves right around noon, and I looked at the wrong time, and then I corrected myself. And so yesterday was much more of an introspective day, but today we're expressing. And there's actually today a quintile, which is kind of a magical aspect. Quint meaning 5, right? 72 point, I can't remember, 50 something. It's around the 72 degree aspect that brings out our mystical side, really, and as if things come from maybe like a higher source. And today we have a quintile between Mercury and Uranus, Mercury being the lower mind, Uranus being the higher mind, and we can get some pretty brilliant ideas on how to move forward in a much more progressive, humanitarian direction. So that is the energy of conversation today. And so it's worth having them, not arguing, but conversing and sharing ideas. Remember, Jupiter is now in Gemini. And so conversation and data are very important over this next year as we gather it, because then eventually Uranus is going to go into Gemini, and that is a whole nother can of worms. But it does bring in more progressive ideas. But that's something we'll talk about when it happens. We're still a year or so away from that, so we're not going to worry too much about that now, because we got plenty to worry about here right now in this moment. Not really worry, but be aware of. I don't really like to worry. I think it's a waste of time, quite frankly. But if we have concerns, then we need to address them. Hello, concern. How are you? Concerned. So it looks like the hostas are starting to bloom. That's going to make the hummingbirds very happy. They do love these hostas. They like tubular flowers. And those are some of their favorites. Of course, they love the honeysuckle, which is all over the yard. So they have plenty to eat here. Look at these hydrangeas this morning. They're like a beautiful periwinkle. It's great light for these. They're actually even darker than they look on camera. Interestingly enough, this camera tends to make things a little bit lighter. Of course, I'm sure there's a way to fix it, and I have no idea how to do that. It's probably very easy, but it's all right. They're still beautiful. Look at these purple ones. I love the purple ones. And then our moon and stars, hydrangeas are starting to bloom. There's a little star there. This is all sort of part of that. You can see. So it's like lacy. I don't know. I think it's called moon and stars, but it's more lacy. It's like a lacy hydrangea. And then, of course, the blue puffy ones, the mallow, still growing. Lavender. The hibiscus is getting bigger. Of course, the daylilies are always such a nice burst of color. They are not open yet because sun's up, but not really up. And it's hot already. It is going to be an awfully muggy day today. I don't know. We've been very lucky here, so I can't complain, but it's hot and muggy right now, and I'm complaining. All right, so conversations, yes. Sharing ideas, yes. Having a common vision for the future, yes. All of those things are a big yes. So that's where we want to concentrate our energy today as we discuss what's coming, guys, what's coming. And we have a interesting week ahead. This week ahead, there's a lot of discussion. There's a lot of opportunity for conversation, for opening the lines of communication, and for accessing some pretty great energies as we try to stabilize after a very sort of tumultuous start to the month. And then the next week is when everything gets blown to bits. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. We'll talk about it when we get there. I know some of you are pretty tapped into what astrologers are saying out there. And of course, we're talking about the Mars-Uranus conjunction, which can be very challenging. I just want to point out that in 2021, the Mars-Uranus conjunction occurred the day that Biden got inaugurated. Was that the 21st, the 20th or the 21st of January? And I will remind you that once Biden got in there, a lot of what he brought forth and a lot of things that got passed were quite progressive. He was very open to that progressivism of his constituency, and a lot got done because of it, and a lot of people's lives are better because of it, despite the fact that the Supreme Court fought him tooth and nail all the way. He still got a lot done, and let's keep that in mind. So I did a astrology of the week ahead if you want to check that out. Today is the 7/7 portal. I was hoping to do a video at 7:07 this morning, which I could have done and I was ready, but I do have a friend coming over and we're going to take a walk before it gets too disgustingly hot this morning. So I will get that out. It won't be on the 7/7 energy. It won't be on at 7:07 in the morning, which is when I was planning on doing it. But it will come out today. So you can check that out. I have no idea what the cards are going to show. So it's a mystery to me as well. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy yourself. That's part of the whole thing. We have to live our lives with joy and reverence for life, and not get caught up in the, oh my God, this is the worst possible thing ever, and we don't know how this is all going to precipitate out. Maybe just the thing that gets us over the hump. Whew, boy, it's hot. All right, I'm gonna go stand in front of a fan somewhere where I can actually create the air moving. You can see we have some more raspberries here. Yes, I eat them on the way up the driveway and on the way down the driveway. So I'm gonna have a little breakfast now with the birds left me. And have yourself a great day. Much love, everyone. Namaste.